Hello there, soul friends. Thanks for joining me here at the Oracle of the Feather Crown Tree. This is your weekly solar plexus chakra reading. If you're interested in your own personal reading, which are different than what I do here on YouTube, I do more formal spreads on YouTube. Personal readings are completely up to you, guided by you, free form in nature. So please inquire below. There's a link to the website if you want to book one of those. Would love to do one for you. So the solar plexus chakra really deals with our power out in the world, kind of like our sun that we're shining out there. And our center card is relating to that chakra specifically. The card on the left will be a message from the inner earth cities chakra to help evolve the energy here. And then the card on the right is from the soul star chakra to also assist. And hopefully together we'll get some interesting bits that come through. So I'm just going to take a moment here. I've had this card come through quite a bit this year. It's a fairly large deck that I pull from, so I feel like this energy has been fairly consistent through the year. It's like kind of a big collective theme. When I read this card, I always tend to get a sense of illness that comes through on it. And of course, this is in our power center, so this becomes a very strong message for me when I see it in this area. Of course, any other area would be affected as well. But really, it's about, for me, that loss of energy. When we lose that loss, when we have that loss of energy, we're kind of going to then experience it probably on a physical level as well. We'll see the manifestation happen there. So I feel as if that is going on, and I feel that in particular this could be with people that we regard as really strong people in our lives that seem to have a very strong physical build, that they're really, they're not the ones that would normally get sick, and they're by no means feeble and sickly on a continuous basis. So seeing this come out for the collective, there may be a person that's a leader, especially if they have a lot of strong masculine energy, that may be ill. There could be a person like this around you that could be ill at this time. Now, I'm not seeing that this is going to be some completely detrimental thing, that this is a temporary type of energy that's moving through, but it will cause a period of transformation as well, through this illness. I know that whenever I've had bouts of them, once you get through, you feel kind of like you've rebirthed. So it is having this sense of effect where it then puts you back into touch with your own vital energy and an appreciation for that, for having good health. So I feel like that's going to ultimately come through this process. Though I do feel that this individual may also be very well connected. There might be a lot of people that are influenced by this person's illness at this time. Now, when I'm looking at the one of the assisting cards, I'm getting a feeling that there was a lot of stagnant energy in this individual anyway. There was a lot of stubbornness, perhaps, a lot of like an overly built up core energy and identity at their core that was very solid and almost like too big. It lacked really the clarity that it needed in a way, and an ability to really communicate and transmit other smaller things through it, as in, it was kind of like becoming a blockage, like a dam or something in this person's energy. So I feel like part of the illness here is going to be helping to transform some of this core energy that this individual may have been holding at this time. And this could be, for any of us too. If we're feeling kind of just stuck, we may be feeling, and if it's not necessarily an illness, physically where it manifests, we still may be feeling it in our energetic field and kind of getting a psychological tone of it coming through, and that, effect on our mental health even could be coming through. So yeah, I do see it's trying to work through some of this energy that feels kind of tough, that needs to get transformed. The good thing about this energy that's getting transformed is that it's very grounded. It's an earth energy, which is probably why it's built up and kind of become very solid. So the energy in and of itself is a very, very good energy. It just needs to be a little bit more like water. It needs to flow a little bit. So it's basically like some air and some fire that's coming through to help transform all of this energy. Now I want to look at our other helper card as well. It seems like this could be going through the circulatory system as well, like the lungs may be affected a little bit. But once again, it feels like it's that energy, like I was saying, that air energy, like it wants to bring in a sense of newness, a sense of life into this area, to reinvigorate it, to help even heighten an identity with something more spiritual moving through us, a type of energy that is willing to circulate through our system if we allow it to, through the process of transformation. And overall, I strongly get that this is going to be for the better. Like it's going to help really, I guess what we would say, heal. This is a process that may not appear to be good, but it's so that it can really bring in a lot of healing light in a way. Just seeing if anything else would like to come through. I guess I would say too, like if you are experiencing this, or if someone is experiencing this around you, that again, don't focus on the darkness, don't focus on the sickness, focus on the light that can come through in this process, how much good energy can come through that you can bring in. And maybe even keeping good light around this person, especially the cooler lights, the bluer frequencies, and the whiter lights could be very helpful, very purifying, and help bring in a certain frequency that may aid in this process. Okay, so we will leave it there. Tomorrow we are going to have the heart chakra message. So please join again for that if you would wish to. Blessings.